we're in another golden age for animated children's programming. While 90s kids remember shows like Hey Arnold and Rocko's Modern Life, there are newer additions that today's kids will look fondly on when they're older. There are endless opportunities for kids to tune in for a rainy day binge. But with so much out there, it can be tough to separate the brain-numbing shows from the truly invigorating ones. So in this video, we're going to talk about best currently airing kids' cartoons. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. 10. Victor and Valentino. Cartoon Network has always been home to fun and unique kids' cartoons, and they've shown no sign of changing that. Their newest show, Victor and Valentino, has become quite a hit, currently in its third season. Victor and Valentino follows two half-brothers who get into all sorts of supernatural and strange mischief while exploring Monty Macabre with their grandmothers. The sibling dynamic mixed with the grand adventures is what makes Victor and Valentino perfect for Gravity Falls fans. 9. The Owl House. One of the most recent and popular couples of the past few years, The Owl House ends the 2010s with one of the most satisfying romance arcs in Western cartoon history. Like Adora and Katara, they start as rivals, but their relationship is a lot more friendly from the get-go, since they aren't on the opposite sides of a war. The creators of the show fought hard with Disney to include this pairing. Disney, compared to Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, has been averse to including LGBT characters in its children's programming. Thankfully, Rational Voices won out and audiences got to enjoy a fantastic romance between two great characters. 8. Amphibia. Following the success of Star vs. the Forces of Evil and Gravity Falls, Disney releases another supernatural adventure hit with Amphibia. Some viewers needed a bit more time to warm up to the series, unable to really enjoy the light-hearted comedic episodes, but once the plot picked up, they became fans. Each and every character and piece of lore is thought through, making for a great open-world experience, and on top of the thrilling plot is the incredible action. Next to Star vs., Amphibia brings the greatest action sequences to the network, and moving forward with Season 3, the action and the drama will be that much greater. 7. Craig of the Creek. This laid-back program about a young kid named Craig who regularly played in a local creek with his friends. Kelsey and JP also featured his unique family, who was supportive of his interests, to a lesser extent Bernard, and helped him when necessary. Craig on the Creek was the first Cartoon Network series to have a black title character. Fans were fond of the show's down-to-earth vibe, appealing characters, humor, and diversity. From exploring the woodlands to babysitting younger children, the show is a wholesome reminder of what it's like to be a kid. Although some may gripe with how simple the plot lines are, even going as far as to call it boring, it's all up to taste. The fans love how wholesome and endearing the episodes are and enjoy how they can relax while watching this wholesome series. 6. SpongeBob SquarePants. Squidward is an octopus and not a squid, but SpongeBob creator Steve Hillenburg took some creative license within the world of Bikini Bottom. Hillenburg was not only an animator, but also a marine science educator, and SpongeBob SquarePants actually originated as an educational book he created titled The Intertidal Zone. This is why the main characters, except for Sandy, who is a squirrel, are all based on real sea animals and given names that match these, but for Squidward, the team chose design over accuracy. SpongeBob SquarePants is all about the daily adventures of the title character. SpongeBob is often accompanied by his best friends Patrick Star and Sandy Cheeks, his neighbor and co-worker and friend too, in SpongeBob's eyes, Squidward Tentacles, and his greedy boss Mr. Krabs, with SpongeBob's pet snail Gary, also joining from time to time. Although SpongeBob is friendly and kind to everyone, there's one character who refuses to fall for his charm and continues to be annoyed by his presence: Squidward. The character is often depicted as an antagonist, and to add to his never-ending annoyance, his name isn't even accurate when it comes to his species. 5. Big City Greens. Big City Greens is an animated series on the Disney Channel. Big City Greens debuted in 2018 and has run for 2 seasons thus far. The show has received good reviews and featured an impressive number of notable guest stars, including Christopher Lloyd, Back to the Future, John Hamm, Alfred Molina, and Jamila Jamil, The Good Place. The series has also released several shorts, including Country Kids in the City and Big City Greens, Road Trip. Big City Greens might not offer lore or a layered plot, but there is still a lot to gain from this wholesome show. Both children and parents alike are entertained by the hilarious comedy and the light-hearted emphasis on family. Although the plot is simple in nature, being about a country family who goes to live in the big city, it's one of those shows viewers can rely on after a long day. Many fans even consider it a PG version of The Simpsons, which would explain why adults enjoy watching it as well. 4. The Loud House. Looking like it came straight out of a classic newspaper comic, fans fell in love with the Loud House's animation and art style. But even more than that, this cartoon has provided a lovable cast with refreshingly original ideas. The series follows a boy named Lincoln as he goes through his daily life trying to make it past his large family's antics. It's not easy being the only boy in a family of 10 sisters. As fun and entertaining as the series is, it also has a lot of heart, building the relationships between the siblings so well it'll feel like watching one's own family. The individual characters are also a treat as each of them is unique with their own quirks, talents, and flaws. The proper representation for the LGBTQ+ community is also a plus. 3. The Ghost and Molly McKee. Created by Bill Motz and Bob Roth, the series follows the adventures of an unlikely duo, bright and optimistic Molly, Ashley Birch, and grumpy ghost Scratch, Dana Snyder, who only finds joy in spreading misery to others. As a result of one of Scratch's spells backfiring, the two become bound to each other forever. Although only 10 episodes have aired on the Disney Channel, The Ghost and Molly McKee is shaping up to be a fantastic series that blends slice of life with the supernatural. The show pulls the audience in with gorgeous animation and a unique art style, and intrigues them with original lore and a promising plot. The story opens with the ghost Scratch being reviewed on his performance at keeping his town miserable to appease the ghost's Dark Lord. Scratch has kept Brighton in its most miserable state, but his afterlife is turned upside down when he meets Molly McKee, who is not only unafraid of him but sparks an unlikely friendship that raises the town's joy. Fans enthusiastically wait for the series' next season and have fallen in love with the plot, characters, and representation for not only the Asian community, but the Jewish community as well. 2. Teen Titans Go. In spite of most fans of the 2005 series Teen Titans maintaining their frustrations with the parody spin-off, Teen Titans Go has lasted a full 7 seasons. Critics might have their negative comments, but there are still plenty of viewers who feel differently. There are even fans who admit that the series has a fair amount of hearty laughs. The issue that the fans of the original series take with Teen Titans Go is how their favorite characters were turned into jokes, but that is the whole point of the series. Since it is a parody, the details and lore of the original Teen Titans don't apply as much. There's both good and bad with this humorous cartoon once you move past the characters and plot's original context. 1. The Casagrands. The Casagrands follows Ronnie and Santiago and her family after they move to Great Lake City to live with their titular extended family. The next episode of the series, Mexican Makeover, will explore how the kids love and live their culture when Mama Lupe, Abula Rosa's mother, comes to visit from Mexico. In the episode, Abula fears her grandchildren have become Americanized and are not upholding the family's traditions. Afraid of Mama Lupe's judgment and wanting her to see that all is well, Rosa enlists the kids in putting on a show for Mama Lupe. Legendary cartoonist Sergio Aragons, who won an Eisner Award in 2001 for La Plumilla de Plata, makes a guest appearance in Mexican Makeover, where he'll play Paco, a parrot who accompanies Mama Lupe everywhere. There's a lot to love in this well-thought-out series, from the flesh-out characters to the endless originality in the plotlines. It's also refreshing to see how well the writers handled the representation of a Latinx family with great care and treated the characters like real people. Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we will be back